RoboCop.
Another RoboCop movie? The last one sucked.
No, it didn't. Okay, so last time what we did was we basically built the entire skeleton for this dude. I think he's actually ready to go. I actually think this skeleton's pretty much ready to go. So let's go ahead and let's add some controls in this thing. So the first step here, what I want to do is if everybody clicks 6 on their keyboard, so the textures will show. And I mean, I guess you could do 6 or 5, it doesn't matter, but go up to shading, and what we're going to do is we're going to change this to X-ray joints. And what that's going to allow you to do is see the skeleton through the mesh. Probably better to do this in 5, so in flat shaded mode. But let's go ahead and increase the size of these joints. It's going to help us add the controls. So if you go to display, animation joint size, display animation joint size, and go ahead and increase those joints to like anything larger than 10's fine. 15's probably pretty good. That way you can actually see the joints in this guy. Did we even skin this yet? No, we haven't even skinned this guy yet. So let's go ahead and skin him. Now, this is a little trick that I use. There's a thing called show here. If you click on show, you can turn off anything that's in the scene. And I'm just going to switch off joints for the time being. So now I can drag a box and select my entire dude here. And when you select him, I want you guys to go to Edit, Delete by Type, History. Edit, Delete by Type, History. And then go to Modify, Freeze Transformations. Modify, Freeze Transformations. Can you help her, Chris? Yeah, it basically zeroes out the translates, rotates, and scales, and basically makes Maya think that this object was created here, where it's at exactly. Which is pretty cool. Okay, so now with this guy completely selected, go ahead and go to Show again, turn joints back on. Show joints. And now shift select your root bone, and we're going to go ahead and skin it. So select the dude, select the joints, hold shift and select both. You can just select the root bone and then shift select every single mesh on him. And then we're going to go to our skin menu up at the top and the option box for smooth bind. And I'm going to uncheck some options here. Just go ahead and keep the options that I check. So we're going to leave everything the same in smooth bind. So again, we have all objects selected, and we've shift selected the root. And we went to skin, smooth bind option box, and here's all our options. Again, we're going to leave everything the same. We're just going to uncheck colorize skeleton and remove unused influences. And I'll talk a little bit about why we keep some of these options selected here. We want this skin to be able to allow multiple bind poses. So for example, if we wanted to come back in here and add more to the skin, like add like a weapon or a turret or whatever, we can continue to add more to this. If we had this unchecked, we couldn't. And then maintain max influences means that it's basically going to use all of these. Basically, when we say what an influence is like how many bones are able to touch one piece of geometry. So for example, it does it by closest distance right now. So like if there's a bones within a certain distance, they will affect the geometry. But since this is going to be a hard object, it really doesn't matter. If we were doing certain things, certain plugins only allow for certain amounts of influence, like the PhysX cloth plugin only allows for like 4 max influences. So, but we don't really need to worry about that. So go ahead and hit bind skin. Bind skin. And now if you rotate any one of those joints, you will see some movement here. And now one of the cool decisions we made initially was to keep all these objects separate, which is really sweet. That's going to make our lives real simple here. When we go to skin, we're not going to do any complex skinning. So I want you guys to click on the animation tab and go ahead and click the head. We'll start with the head. And then with the head selected, double click your paint skin weights tool, and my mouse is over it up on the big screen here. So double click that, and your paint skin, the head will turn black, which means, hey, I'm ready to skin this. And then you'll see your list of joints on the left hand side, and you can pull the center bar over a little bit and you can scroll up and down in that list of joints. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and flood this head to the head joint. Okay, so as you can see, when you click down that list of joints on the left, the joints that you select actually highlight blue, which is really convenient, so you can actually see them visually. So for example, if you click head, you'll see that that little blue joint that we made for the head is highlighting blue. So in your paint skin weight options, so we have the head mesh selected and the head joint selected. You just scroll down, and since value is at 1 here, which means 100% influenced, if it was at 0, it would be 0 influence. You just go ahead and click flood, and once you click flood, it will flood that entire head white, which means that that bone will rotate that 100% of that head, which is pretty cool. So now if you click on your arrow tool on the left and then click on the head bone and rotate it, you will see that that rotates. But unfortunately, as you rotate it, as you can see, it also rotates other stuff. So we need to continue to go through here piece by piece and flood all these pieces to their specific joints. Okay, so this should be a pretty easy process. So now what you do is we can go ahead and do those parts below the head. There's 3 different sections. If you flip them upside down and shift select those 3 different sections, and then double click your paint skin weights tool again, you want to flood those to the hip. So you shift select them, double click your paint skin weights tool, find the hip, and hit flood. Now when you rotate that head bone, they will not rotate those sections. And that's the process. You just, as soon as you flood something, you just click the arrow, then click your next piece, double click your paint skin weights tool, find the bone that that piece is connected to. You can do it visually or by name, and then just hit flood. And for you pros, I'd like you to go through and go ahead and flood every single piece. And you can also like click on a bone in the list and hold down your arrow key, and it'll fly through the list if you have a lot of bones like we do, and you can find the one that and you can just go leg by leg. That's probably the easiest. So just flood, Then click the next piece down. Double click my paint skin waste tool. And it should go right to that bone again. And just keep flooding. Everybody get the process? Anybody need any help?
Are you supposed to select the joint too?
No, you just select the the hierarchy. Now, one cool thing, so only do one set of legs, because what we're going to do is we're going to mirror the skin weights over to the other legs. Okay, so for example, do your left side or your right side of legs. Don't bother with doing them all, because that'll save us some time. So just work your way down the legs on one side. Isn't this fun? As you can see, we're not even close to being done with this guy, and he doesn't even have controls on him. So this is the, you can see why something like a Mixamo saves you, I mean, so much time. It should blow your mind. Isn't that right, Chris? Yes, Alexis? I am going to, but I would like it if you attempted to at least do one leg, maybe two. Do you need assistance? What happened? There's no way you're done.
No.
Don't even give me that crap.
Never said I was done. Why are you getting all bitchy at me?
Don't even give me that crap, man. I know you're not done, Chris. You're not that cool. Whoa. That ain't working right.
I mean, you don't have the one that you had.
What's Deanna doing?
Chris,
What's up?
should I do Elliot's homework today?
In my class?
No, not in your class. Class is too cool to do Elliot's homework in. Should I just say fuck it? Don't turn anything in.
Elliot's class is hard, I hear.
It is.
So much drawing.
It's good, but he's hard. He doesn't jack around like me. Are you in Elliot's class, Alexis?
She has a knack of finding all the classes and then joining them.
Yeah? Are you trying to follow Chris around? Oh. She's a funny one.
What does flooding specifically do?
Can somebody answer that?
Connect stuff.
It like,
Stuff. Here, come
like
look at what
when
I'm
you-
doing.
like whenever you like move apart that bone, it'll like flood. That basically like
Fuck.
whenever you move something, flooding something like tells it what bits of mesh will move when you move that controller or whatever. Does that make sense?
So it binds the joint to the skin.
Yes.
Look, find the right one.
much more simply than a
Joints. We're looking for the joints. Damn joints. It's really just kind of. Yeah, you're just flooding the joints. It's really just kind of mindless work after a while.
It is kind of mindless work. When I did rigging professionally, I actually really enjoyed it because it was really relaxing. There's not a whole lot of thinking, you know. You're just kind of cranking through stuff, just kind of making sure it works right. Once you know the process, it's just kind of, it's pretty repetitive.
Especially when you're doing.
It's better than shoveling fertilizer.
That is true. Or rearranging BRF files. Fuck BRF files.
What is a BRF file?
File that's multiple OBJs that are compressed into a .brf.
And when you do your legs, just go ahead and, when you do one leg, go ahead and click through it and test it, and just make sure that it's working properly, because sometimes some funky stuff can happen.
How can you tell if it's working properly?
You just rotate the bones.
And they should all move with it?
They should all move.
Cool.
So press ID and mirror it.
I'm gonna go through that in a few seconds, but I can show you actually.
Are you guys done?
This one.
Are you done with that leg? Okay.
What's the,
So,
is it under images and
That's
shift select that entire.
after the animation tab, it's just paint and weights.
Not the bones. So turn off the bones. Show the bones.
Where's the joints again?
Yeah, you want this too. How you doing, Dan? Good, buddy. And he's got some little cubes in there too. Down in the floor. So what is it? Just drag a box in there. You got pull shift. Yeah, that's better. Finish it. Watch this. Drag a box.
Did you double click?
Pull shift. So now with that selected, then you can test it. Go up to
Yeah.
and you go to mirrors, option box.
Oh, you didn't pick the skills.
Now, I don't know which
Select
direction
your mesh.
this is. So what you do is go ahead and just hit apply. Now move that box over. Don't close it. Now test that
You're
other
gonna want to
leg.
hit show.
Turn your joints back
On
on.
the corner, hit show. Hit show.
And that rotates. Rotate the joint.
Fix the renderer. Just below the three naked people.
Yeah, so you just basically this one.
Hit joints. The checkbox plays joints.
That doesn't
And then select your entire body. Go back to
That's
show.
it. So we're gonna
Recheck.
undo it.
Now
So now
select your
here.
joint group. Shift select joints.
Undo
No, not
yours.
that. Your joint group is the big P thing. Yeah, that'll work. Now go over to. Are you
So
over?
now we're gonna set it.
Yeah,
So now we're gonna
polygon,
just
set the
set
animation.
to this. Okay.
I hit skin up at the top next to the frame. And then hit smooth line box. And then uncheck remove use unused surfaces. And colorize skeleton.
I think what I did wrong was just like it. This time I'm gonna check positive and negative.
Now,
So it was right. It was just
Now you need to do
it was
your
going
thing.
from positive to negative. Now it needs to be negative.
and hit 5.
Chris, when flooding
Yes.
the toes of the spider, do we want to flow the toes or the toe tips? Joints.
I would move the toes.
Okay, so just ignore the toe tips.
I'm helping somebody right now, and I'm having problems, so I'll get into it.
Do just the toes, not the toe tips.
Alright.
How did I do that?
You sure this is the way you did it? This one's good to go. Oh, I know what this is. It's on the you have to. It's like so now all these guys select. So now this joint is selected. So what it's gonna do is it's gonna flood all of these objects.
That's the way it goes.
What are we making?
It's a robot of some sort.
This is how you do
Okay. Start at the top, very top, start with the hips, and then go down. It just makes it easier to do shit. Sound right to you? Yeah. How is better if you should click on the mesh. You need to be in arrow mode, not paint mode. Click the little help arrow. Now click double click on the mesh.
Huh?
Yep.
What are you talking about?
Start with the head. Go
Still
ahead.
what?
Okay, now double click on
You haven't, you only did one layer.
and then robots fight
Yes,
ahead.
once you do that other leg, you want to do that.
I need to try over here and figure
No,
out
it's all good.
why this is doing this.
And then go through and do every single part of it just do the right side of the leg, and then we're gonna mirror them. Got it? What are we doing? Yep, every part you can. And it should just correspond.
Right side?
Yep. Right.
What's up?
Hey man, how you?
How's it going?
Fine.
Cool.
All messed up.
Getting all meshed up. Well, I missed
How
that
are we
one.
mirroring the left?
Chris, what?
Never mind.
I can't when you mumble. It really doesn't work for me.
Then let me
Don't sigh.
enunciate. How are we mirroring the left
Are you enunciating?
side? Do you understand?
Reading his words carefully.
I do understand. I'm fixing my leg here, and then you are the first person.
So then I can stop talking like a jackass
What the
then?
Can you? It can be done.
This is painful. Okay, which legs did I do here? I'm really confused. Didn't do those legs. Sorry, Brad. Just give me a second here.
All right. No, you're in class, and I'm invading your class.
Oh yeah, just with the
I got major shit breaking. What the hell? I just did fucking skin these. Impossible. What the heck? Oh man, okay. Whatever. So I'm gonna do the right side because I don't remember. Whatever.
It's like 10 seconds before it cancels out.
Are you done with all your legs, Chris?
The right side. Do you want me to do the left side?
No.
Okay.
We're gonna mirror it.
That's what she said.
No, that's not
So
what
we
she...
have to do the whole 3 legs on the other whatever side.
Say what?
Do we have to?
Is that, like, communication?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
So we have to flood all 3 legs.
Yeah, flood all 3 legs on one side, but don't do the others.
Okay.
Yeah, saving. I should probably save this. Yeah, saving this. Might go through some.
Okay. Test this. Alright.
Just move stuff and make everything look
What the hell happened to my freaking thing? So weird. What?
Pasha. I have no fears. I am fear. It's too funny.
Who's Pasha?
Pasha,
Oh, I think I know who she is.
yeah, she fairly had her classes. Her Facebook name is Pasha Omega, but it's Pasha Gonzalez or something.
What happened to
you need a new.
Someday.
Hold on. The move attack before? Like, no, other way. Yeah, I need.
One to one. If it's closest joint. Let's do 1 to 1. Let's do closest joint. Let's do 1 to 1. Closest joint. Closest point on the surface. Go.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're broken? Oh, you know what? I'm friggin' retarded. I'm retarded. I just, you know what? They should just fire me around here.
Okay.
If they did, I wouldn't get any more A's.
I know.
That's true. That's a
Then
good,
my GPA would plummet.
that's a good point, Chris.
That's right. And they wouldn't let you in anymore.
Right? Chris is single-handedly keeping my GPA above a 2.
Excellent. That's the way to do it.
Retarded.
At least you know what you're looking for.
That's true. Now, would that just work? Because if that just worked, now we're talking. So what is this? This is...
Oh, I know what I need to do. While you play with that, then we'll go look to that.
Just don't grab it.
I give up on the mirroring, you guys. It's not working. So, go ahead and just manually flood all these. It's, I know, it's supposed to work. I don't know what the, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. So, forget it. Forget it, man. Yeah, this is Jack City.
Can I not do those? No. Stupid. Chris,
Yes?
your retardedness is rubbing off on me.
Yeah, it has that effect.
Fuck, stop it.
Sorry. I try.
It's alright.
I never said I was perfect.
Everyone wasn't a little retarded like me.
What's normal anyway? Now we're talking.
The opposite of abnormal. This is game design. There is no such thing as normal here.
There is no spoon.
What?
Have you ever seen The Matrix?
Long time ago.
Come on, man.
Dude.
Wake up.
I haven't been to sleep in 48 hours.
Dude.
Dude.
Right?
Dude, I don't even know you right now.
Yeah.
You know what the excuse is?
I
That
don't care if you never slept.
Yes, seriously.
That means you should watch The Matrix all the time.
I've seen The Matrix like 30 times, bro.
I think I've seen it once.
Like, I worship The Matrix.
You shouldn't do
You're not a nerd.
Point of the movie.
You don't belong here.
Like you just have a shrine just like dedicated to the Matrix.
You're here. You need to be here.
At least I know my Star Trek. Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker.
Star Trek.
Yeah, if everybody should know their Star Trek.
What if you don't?
Then you need to get the hell off my Millennium Falcon.
Okay. I'll get off here with the phone.
You and Jar Jar both.
You doing okay, Alexis? Who's done with all the legs?
I'm on my last toe.
I just realized
I'm gonna let you know as long as they're.
How do you check it goes wrong?
If it doesn't work, it's wrong.
How do you check?
Yeah, Chris, how do you check?
You grab a joint, you make it go.
Yeah.
What?
If it
Yeah,
doesn't
you
do
grab-
that, it doesn't work.
Yeah. Grab a joint, make it go. Yeah, that's great. Oh.
So I guess really it would be more.
Are you making it rain?
No, making it rain would be like.
Now making it rain would be more.
Anwar just walked in. He's like, what the hell are y'all doing?
Hey, Edward, how you doing?
Okay.
What do you think, Anwar? Would the rotate button be more. Or.
Of that? Of that?
Yeah.
I.
One of them.
Whatever the mean.
Oh wait, I forgot to do all the inside toes. What the hell is wrong with me?
Inside toes?
Yeah. The attachy thing.
What's an inside toe?
It's like a toe, but it's on the inside.
Oh.
Oh wait, no, it did do it for me. Never mind. I'm stupid.
All these legs are a pain in the butt.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like chocolate milk.
You get one done and you have like 6 more.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure spiders don't have 7 legs.
Timmy.
Ripping off them spider legs. So anybody excited for Battlefield 1?
What? What's it? What you say?
Anybody excited for Battlefield 1?
I'm more excited for
I'm
my
gonna buy that shit.
Right? Except it's like $80.
What are you gonna buy? What's $80?
Battlefield 1 is $80.
Just,
Yep.
just for the game alone?
Just for the game alone, it's $80. $79.99 on the Origin store.
No.
Yep.
Is it like the deluxe edition? Or?
Nope. Just the regular edition. If you want the deluxe edition, then it's 86. Or the Supreme edition is 140. Just so you can get the black dude. You think I'm joking? That is the one person.
Is that racist?
For buying the $140 version of Battlefield 1 is you get the black dude.
That's racist.
Yeah, that's practically digital slavery.
That's elitist. Elitist and racist.
That's true.
That's
Right.
supremist.
In order to play on
All the
Black Lotus,
ists.
you have to pay a premium.
It's every ist.
Every
Every
I'm
ist.
just mad you can't play with the heroes, the Germans.
There are no heroes in Germany.
Germans were the good guys in that war.
What are you talking about?
wow.
Right, they're
Have you
just,
gone bananas?
they're just protecting their friend, and all of a sudden America comes in and goes, "Hey, Germany, fuck you." And France is all like, "Yay, finally someone can come protect us, because we were getting raped."
Oh my god.
And that is what history is like.
I bet you didn't know you get a history lesson in rigging class.
This is something, right?
Connected all of the
Deanna,
When I flooded one of the knees, it like popped out for some
You
reason.
put the balls
popped out.
on the octagon and press flood.
It's like dislocated.
You would get this is awkward if you could on purpose.
Save your scenes.
Absolutely.
Don't do that in.
Everybody save your scenes. File
So
save.
you just take the ball,
Don't forget
you
to
hook it to the
save.
shaft, and you take the octagon and you stick it on the bottom of the shaft.
Alexis, this is how you test your robot. You select stuff and rotate it. If it works, it works.
Well, select the test stuff. Put your right foot.
She doesn't look.
Really care
She
about
doesn't
you.
care.
Alexis, why don't you care?
She just doesn't.
Yep. And then you hook it to the ankle, and then you press flood, and that makes the shaft white.
That's what she said.
That is what she said. Just wasn't to you.
Wow. I don't even know how to respond to that.
Carefully, hopefully.
I'm just not gonna respond.
Probably smart.
You guys. Alright, everybody got all the legs? No! Well, let's move on anyway. You can always go back. Not a problem. I'm gonna show you how to rig one of these legs, and you're gonna do them all. Yay. Yay, legs. Okay, so it's all about them legs. So, first step is to create a NURBS curve. We're gonna create some controls for this dude. Don't worry if you're not finished rigging. You can always come back and flood these legs, even with the controls on it. Okay.
What happened to my joints?
Create a NURBS curve. There's a tab in the upper left called Curves. And go ahead, there's a circular one on the far left. You can click it and drag it on the grid. Just looks like a circle curve. Just a circle, and you're going to V-snap that to the head bone. Actually, V-snap that to the center of the grid. X-snap it, sorry. X, if you hold X, and you want to scale it out to be bigger than his legs. That's going to be our first control. So it should look like this. And then when you're done, duplicate it and V-snap it to the hip, and V-snap, and then duplicate another one and V-snap it to the head. No, you want to shrink it to be like kind of fit that. You scale it, R. So we want 3 of these. One snap to the root, one snap to the hip, and one snap to the head. Yes, all circles.
Snaps to the root. You just shift and snap it there?
V. If you hold V, it'll snap to the bones. And the ones for the head and the hip, you can rotate them in X 30 degrees. That way they're
And the others on the head.
what's that?
On the head.
What about it?
Oh, one's on the head, one's on the ground, and one's on the head.
Yes. And actually, what I want you to do is move one of them above his head, like this. The one for the head, move it above his head, like a halo. This one won't be very big. So we'll have the hip snap to that hip bone.
Do I want to constrain them there?
Probably like this. So if you look up here, you can see what I have so far. He's got the head one will be kind of like a halo. The hip one will be just kind of around his legs, big enough to grab.
Chris,
What?
do I want to constrain them?
No, don't constrain them. And I rotated those, the hip and the head, 30 degrees in X. So if you select it, you can go into your channel box and rotate it 30 degrees in X. And we're going to move the pivot point from that halo down to the neck bone. I mean the head bone. So if you know how to do that, you can move your pivot point, hit insert on your keyboard to move the pivot point, and then move it, snap it to the head, and then hit insert again. And we'll go over that here in a second.
I have to go. I looked for the video on the two computers. I thought it was on this one of those. From the last.
We still have the CDs.
Oh, you're trying to change the display.
Where'd those go? Maybe there's no help with that?
Noah?
Now hit insert.
No.
Okay.
No, we may have to look on these and see if they're still on
The drive that they got burned on?
drive, either on the cameras, see if they're still in the cameras,
Not in the cameras.
or see if we can recover from the hard drives of those two computers, see if they're still on.
They're not. You check. They're not on.
I checked, yeah, it's checked.
I think the best thing to do would be to ask Joe, because he's the one that burns it.
Okay.
So ask him where those files. He makes them before he burns them.
Okay.
So they may be on another computer.
Okay.
So I would just ask Joe.
Check who knows. Okay. I changed the heading for Facebook. And I put a entry on that. I don't know what I put on there.
Okay.
Something like the semester
head.
going.
That's the hip.
Okay.
Tell us if you like your classes or something like that.
Okay.
And I haven't got a bio yet for Elise or Daniel. Or is it David? I can't remember.
David Budd.
Whichever one I say, yeah, it's always no.
I thought I sent you that stuff.
David, well, you sent me their resumes.
You need bios for David and Elise?
Yeah, I sent an email to them last week.
Oh, you did?
But I heard nothing back. And there was another one too, another guy.
Let me get these guys going again. Okay, guys. So let's move the pivot point from the halo. I'm going to show you how to do it. Click on the halo, and hit W to move. And what you're going to do is click insert on your keyboard, and it's going to make the pivot point show. And you can V snap that while you move it to the neck or the head joint, and then hit insert again. And that way when you rotate the halo, it will rotate around that joint as opposed to itself. So you watch up here, okay? So you select the halo, hit W to move, click insert, then you can move the pivot point. You want to V snap that to the head joint, then hit insert again to set it. You got that, Chris?
Yep, I'm all good.
You're all good.
All good.
What do you mean you're all good?
I mean, all of the parts of me that are good are good.
Can you help her?
It's supposed to be Halo size. So make it big enough that you can grab it, but small enough that it's not huge. It's kind of subjective.
Alright, everybody good? Everybody good? Yeah. Alright, let's move on. You need another NURB circle, so duplicate the big one. And we are going to do... You're going to snap it to one of the ankles of his leg.
Do you have a particular one that you...
It doesn't matter. One that you have skinned, preferably. Maybe let's start with one of the front legs. And then when you snap it to the ankle, go ahead and size it to about the size of the foot. You want it to be around the triangles. And then in Y, translate, make that 0 so it snaps to the bottom of the grid. Snap it to the ankle, scale it around the foot, and then in Y, make it 0. Translate Y. So it's at the bottom of the grid. Yeah, buddy.
It is a sexy circle. No, I think the ancient Greeks, weren't they the ones that used to write porn about circles?
What?
Yeah.
Who are you right now? Who are you right now, Chris?
I'm you.
Do we insert it?
I didn't feel history, I got a B.
What? Insert what?
I mean, we did
The only history I care about is
the halo.
No, not yet. Just wait.
you're boring. How
You're
dare
full
you?
of flaws.
Well, who's got an exciting history then?
What you got against America, damn it.
America.
History books have been it's like they take out stuff.
Okay. Everybody got a circle at the thingy? At the thingy?
How do you know? You there?
Alright, next what we're going to do is we're going to create an IK chain from the hip down to the knee. So if you guys just want to watch up here, I can do this rather quickly. If you go into your animation tab, there's this little thingy here called IK, and you're going to double click that. There is an option called Single Chain Solver. We're going to change that to Rotate Plane Solver. And then click one of the hips of the legs all the way down to the ankle, and it's gonna flip, which is not good. There's a step we got to do before that, unfortunately. We have to click the, I guess just click the root, and we can all do this together. Go ahead and just click the root, and then go to skeleton, the option box for set preferred angle. Skeleton set preferred angle option box, and go ahead and keep hierarchy selected and hit apply. Now what that does is it basically just tells Maya, hey, where the joints are at is where I want them. That makes sense. So now go ahead and create your IK chain from the hip to the knee. And if you want to watch up here, I'll do it again. You double click your IK handle tool, change it to rotate plane solver, click the hip, then zoom in on that knee and click knee. And if you move it, you can actually move it and you can see the leg will kind of work. IKs are on the top of the scene over everything, so you can just drag a box and it will select your IK, and then you can move it and that you'll see your leg work. Sexy. Has everybody got this so far? Ish. I don't know. What did she say?
You need to have your legs done to do that. Yes.
Alright, so the next step, what's that? It's an IK handle, yes. What are we clicking on? I don't know, what's everybody saying? When you double click your IK handle tool, you're going to change it from from single chain solver to rotate plane solver. So you guys, we're going to make a couple more IK chains here. If you want to look up here, we're going to do one from the, again, the hip to the, whatever that is, the knee. Then we're going to do another one from the knee to the ankle, and then another one from the ankle to one of the toes. It doesn't matter which one, just any one. And then you're going to parent those to each other going up. So you select one of them, then shift select the toe and then the ankle, hit P, select the ankle IK and the knee IK and hit P.
How do I see the IKs?
You just you can't see them. You just got to drag a box over the joint that they're on. So you're only going to parent the toe IK to the ankle IK and the ankle IK to the knee IK. You're not going to parent the knee IK to the hip IK. And when you guys finish, we'll go through this and make sure.
We still have to make more IKs, right? To connect the knee from the ankle to the knee.
What was the order of parents?
The order to parent is your toe IK to your ankle IK, parent. Then parent the ankle IK to the knee IK.
We're only IK in one set, so you said?
Yeah, just one toe, yeah.
Did you IK the knee to the ankle?
Say that again?
What did you put IK on the knee to the ankle? Because it's red. Ours isn't.
Okay, I'm gonna go over the leg again, just from scratch, okay? Alright, so 1 IK, just watch up here, okay? So it's 1 IK from the hip to the knee. Then another IK from the knee to the ankle. Another IK from the ankle to the toe. And then you're going to parent the toe IK to the ankle IK. And you're going to parent the ankle IK to the knee IK. And the way you can test your parenting is if you grab the knee IK and rotate it, it's going to rotate the foot. And then if you grab your ankle IK and rotate it, it will rotate the toes.
Shift click.
What?
Shift clicking the.
To parent? Yeah, you select one, then hold shift, select the other one, then hit P.
Kinda did something weird.
If you did something weird, the best thing to do is just drag a box over your IKs and hit delete and do it again. Just delete them and do it again.
Looks right.
So if I were to do that, go to this. Is everybody getting this kind of? Okay, and another thing that you're going to do, we're going to add a couple more IKs. One from the toe to the toe tip. And you're going to parent toe tip to toe so that you can actually rotate toe and it will rotate the tip like this. So add one from the toe to the toe tip and then parent it. And then go ahead and do that for all the other toes. So toe to toe tip, then select the toe tip IK, shift select the toe IK, and hit P. That way when you rotate the toe IK, it rotates the toe.
So are we gonna parent the other toe snap to the ankle?
Say what now?
Are we gonna parent the other toe snap to the ankle?
The other toe snap to the ankle. I don't know what that means.
Because we parented the like one of the toes from earlier.
That's weird. Oh. So you should be able to rotate the IKs on each toe individually. The ankle IK should rotate everything. Whoa. And then the knee IK should also
All the toes or just one toe?
all toes. Does anybody have any questions?
Any looks to the center of a Tootsie Pop. Sounds about right.
And mine just crashed.
Hey.
Why don't we place a IK here?
Well, this has been an eventful day.
Blame you.
Did yours crash too?
Yep.
Yeah. Make sure to save frequently. Luckily, we all saved.
Oh, I need to.
Does everybody know how many IKs to create?
Are we doing it for each leg or?
All right, I'll go over it again. If you want to watch up here, from the hip to the knee. You have to do set preferred angle. Skeleton, set preferred angle. Okay. Hip to knee. Knee to ankle. Ankle to toe. Toe to toe tip. Then you parent the toe tip to the toe, P. Parent the toe to the ankle, P. And parent the ankle to the knee, P. So that when you rotate the knee, it rotates everything. When you rotate the ankle, it rotates the toes. When you rotate the toe, it rotates the toe. And then you want to do the other two toes. So toe to toe tip, parent that. And then the other toe to toe tip, parent that.
Does not work.
And then save by God. Did everybody get that? Everybody good? Can we move on, perhaps?
No.
No?
No. No.
Keeps deleting my thingy-mabobber.
Okay, everybody good? Go to, that's weird. Where are those other ones? Oh, they're actually in there. Okay. Let's try something. What is going on here? Okay, did everybody get the toes figured out?
How much was wrong fucked up?
Alright, watch the toes here, okay? What the result that we want here from all these IKs, does everybody know how to select an IK? You just drag a box over the bone and it selects the IK.
The
Okay?
bot isn't making them anymore.
So, now here's the deal. This is the result that we want, okay? So when I select the knee here, and I rotate it, it rotates all this stuff. When I select the ankle, it rotates all this stuff. When I select each toe, it rotates the toe. That's the effect that we want, okay? I'll show you how to get this again, alright? I'm gonna drag a box and delete all my IKs. Boom, gone, okay? Now the way that we get this, again, I'm gonna select my IKs, and if you want, you can just blow away all your IKs and walk through it with me here. It's not a problem. So again, we're going from the hip to the knee, knee to ankle, ankle to toe, toe to toe tip. Alright, now we need to do the other toes. You go ankle, ankle to toe, toe, whoops, toe to toe tip, then ankle to toe, toe to toe tip. Now you're going to want to parent all the way up to the knee. So you select toe tip IK, then shift select toe IK and hit P. Then select toe IK, shift select ankle IK and hit P. Then select ankle IK, then select knee IK and hit P. And then you'll want to do the other two toes. So just toe tip IK, toe IK P, toe IK, ankle IK P, and then the other toe. Toe IK, toe tip IK, toe IK P, toe IK, ankle IK P. So when you rotate that ankle, it's going to rotate all toes. And when you rotate the knee, it will rotate all toes and the knee. And if you move the knee, it's going to move the leg. And we're going to end there today. If you look at your, this should be fun, this is what we're going to start with next time. If you look at your structure of these IKs, with them selected, this is what it looks like that we just created. Look like this. So go ahead and finish up, save your scenes, and we will start here next time. And finish the robot. So much faster putting this on Google Drive.
I just saved it to the C drive.
It's okay. Good news is I got the